harvest was quite complicated because, we had a very dry August, and around 10 days before the harvest, it rains a lot for 2 days. And so that was good because to get more weight per cluster was quite good. But for the Chardonnay, the weight was very high because before the harvest we expect to have an average the weight per cluster for Chardonnay around 100, 110 grams. And at the end, we get around 200 grams per cluster. So that's really big. That means for the Chardonnay, the rain dissolves a bit the structure of the must. And we feel that when I taste the must of the Chardonnay during the harvest, we feel that the acidity was not so high, and the fruity was there, but not so high as well. So for the Chardonnay, maybe this rain had not a real good impact on the quality. For the quantity, of course, but for the quality, it was quite bad. For the rest, for the Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier, the rain was good because the weight of the cluster of the Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier was not so high. It was quite more common. And so we get good must for the Pinot Meunier, and especially for the Pinot Noir. We get some very good must from the Pinot Noir with big structure, a nice acidity. But I noticed even for the Pinot Noir and the Pinot Meunier that the acidity was not so high. So this year I blocked 80% of the malolactic in total. So that was quite rare because most in general it's around between 50 or sometimes I do most of the malo. But this year I prefer to block the malolactic to be sure to get this freshness. And then at the end, when I test the vin clair, as I expected during the harvest, the Chardonnay was a bit disappointed. Not bad, good, but not good enough to produce a vintage. So it depends on where you place the bear for a vintage. And I thought that the Chardonnay was good enough, was not a potential fighting enough to be a vintage. So I decided to not declare a vintage for Chardonnay this year. But for the Pinot Noir, I have a good expectation to produce a good vintage Blanc Noir. So we will take the decision maybe in the next month if we do or not a vintage for the Blanc Noir. But maybe we can do a good Blanc Noir. And for the rest, we will produce a good non-vintage Blanc de Blanc, good non-vintage Intense.